So let's go to the event. I'm going to pull this up. Red Berets and Medicare for All in whole Washington. Enough is enough. The Medicare for All sit-in is happening at Representative Kilmore's Tacoma office this Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So who is what is Rep Kilmore's deal? What do they have to do with all this?
Well, he's chair of the New Democrats. He had a primary challenger, Rebecca Parson, and she ran a good campaign. There was a lot of outreach, a lot of phone banking. She had some very strong endorsements, and her primary challenge did not happen to move him to support Medicare for All. Nevertheless, we are doing this action, and we're pressing on it again. It takes a lot to move a corporate Democrat, especially with, I'm sure, the marching orders from the Biden campaign to not move on Medicare for All. Let's just be really, really clear on that. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to show up with our chairs and our red berets and our whole Washington T-shirts. Those people who show up who don't have them, we'll have some extras for you if you want to chip in. We're going to get them on people's heads regardless, even if you can just chip in a little bit. But here, look at these beautiful Bernie's mittens, mittens for Medicare. They were inspired by the crafter in Vermont, Jen something, who knit for Bernie. There we go. And then, nice. Big special thanks to Fran Bauer, friend Sylvia's daughter, who has shipped a big package of Red Berets, and we have our COVID masks that this is an old school style one by Kat, Kentucky Mountain Woman. It says Medicare for All. Is it upside down?
Oh, awesome. Very cool.
But, with the strings, but she's got a newer and improved model, and we'll be wearing all of that stuff. Yay.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
Yep. So
I got mine. This is the only way I can get it on over my headphones. I'm probably wearing it wrong, but this is the best I can do right now.
There's no wrong way. Yeah.
Can I jump in about Kilmer?
Yes.
Yes.
So a lot of people look at Washington State and they go, oh, it's such a liberal state. It's run by Democrats. I think even people here in Washington take it for granted that every one of our elected officials is just on board with Medicare for All. I mean, I give presentations sometimes, like indivisible groups, and I'm like, yeah, he hasn't co-sponsored Medicare for All ever in Kilmer's district. And they go, what? So I think that we really need to do a better job. Organizations like ours need to do a better job exposing the fact that these elected officials are not getting on board, and whether or not that has anything to do with their campaign donations, which I think it has a lot to do with that. It's beside the point. They need to get on board. We elected that. Washington State overwhelmingly supports Medicare for All. It's in our state Democratic Party platform. Resolution after resolution has been passed through the party, demanding these representatives get on board with the legislation, and they refuse to move. So part of the reasons why we wanted to do this event is to really get lots of visibility, just because many people still don't know that Representative Kilmer isn't a co-sponsor. In fact, we only have 2 co-sponsors here in Washington State. The main sponsor, Pramila Jayapal, and then Adam Smith. And Adam Smith had a good primary challenge a few years back, and that's when he co-sponsored. So, and then our 2 Democratic senators have never co-sponsored it in the Senate either. So I feel like that's one of the priorities of this event, is just to get a lot of great imagery, so we can post it all over social media and just let people know, since I don't think that they do know, that Democrats like Kilmer are not on board yet, and we need to move them.
That's absolutely right. One of the big arguments that we saw quite a bit of progressive-y types during the whole force the vote debate, people were saying, oh, we know who all of these people are. We all know who's co-sponsoring. we're talking that was completely false. Just like Georgia said, anytime when I've gone to Pierce County Democrats and organized and brought some berets and everything, talk to people who go regularly to meetings who actually think Senator Cantwell and Murray, and this is no insult to them, they think that because all of these politicians say healthcare is a human right. And of course, to all of us, healthcare is a human right means, of course, they're for Medicare for all. They're for achieving healthcare justice. So that was a completely false argument, because the overwhelming majority of people, just as Georgia just said, do not actually know how many Democrats are working overtime to block healthcare justice. So, just thought I'd bring that up and shout out to Force the Vote, because it really is about accountability and about moving this out into the public eye of exactly how much opposition there is among corporate Democrats, so.
Absolutely. And you can talk a good game when the cameras are on, and you can tweet a good game from your phone or your computer, but how are you going to vote when push comes to shove? And so, yeah, I'm with you 110%. Well, where can people go to learn more about the organization, to get involved, to learn about the event on Friday, and to potentially participate in the event on Friday if they're in Washington State? Where can people go for all that?
Well, our website is fantastic, wholewashington.org. You can actually sign up to pledge to collect signatures right on our volunteer form, which is wholewashington.org/volunteer. You can donate there. You can see all the upcoming events there. We have weekly volunteer meetings, different committees people can serve on. Even if you're not in Washington State, if you have communication experience and can help write articles, that sort of thing, you can help from wherever you are. So that's where I would say wholewashington.org. We also have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, if you can believe it. And that's all at Whole Washington.
I'm on TikTok. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'll post. I do a series where a bunch of political parties are college roommates, called the Political Party Roommates, and those videos are short, and I post those videos on TikTok, but that's all I do. I don't really know. I don't really know how to use it per se, but I am on it. So everyone, go to wholewashington.org.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your